Hello YouTube and welcome back to the CGC server. I'm Wolfpaw, your host, and today we are not going to do any building. Today, I think we're going to start setting up some power because we desperately need it. So, from what I can tell from the situation I have, I think the best way to go about doing this is to get some lava going. Not a lot. It's not going to be my main power source. I want to use the oil and stuff that's out just over here, and other ones that I've found. There's some over there and some even farther out that way. Oops. But for now we're gonna use lava just so we can get some basic power stuff going. As I may have told you before, my machines blew up because I was not paying attention to them. A little Skype-a-rooney there. And so, yeah, we're just gonna make a small power input for now. What I'm thinking is taking an ender tank with a pump in the nether, pumping it back here into some combustion engines, which will be our basic power for now. That should hold us over for at least until we get oil, and then we can use those combustion engines to use with the oil. Now, I was thinking of using this room. I will definitely make it prettier than this because, well, this isn't anything real fancy. It's just a hole in the ground. And that will be the engine room. We might also put the ender tank in there for now, just because it's only temporary. But to do all this, we're going to need a pump, some redstone engines, we're going to need an ender tank, 2 ender tanks rather, one to transmit, one to receive, and then we're going to need some combustion engines to accept that, and then also some pipes, which we'll be using gold for. So, I suppose we ought to get right into it, huh? What we're going to build first are redstone engines. I should have some wood. Oh, I have some on me. That'll work. We'll do this, just make, I'll make 64 of them. And what we need to do for those, here, let me show you guys the recipe. I forget that I'm trying to do this in a tutorial style. So if we go redstone engine, just like this, this is how it's made. You have mostly any type of wood up top here, glass, a piston, and 2 wood gears. So, we're first going to make the gears. And to make a gear, you just do this. Since we need 2 of them. Well, actually, we're going to be making a lot of redstone engines. So let's make, there's another 2. Some 2 there. There's 2. 2. Should be enough. Because we're going to be taking those 2. Alright. What we'll be taking is all these redstone engines are going to power the pump. So they're important. Very important. We'll get some iron. Ooh, we're desperately low on redstone. May have to borrow some from Jedi or something. But for now, they ought to be fine. We'll take the cobble. We're going to have to borrow some because that's not enough. I wonder if I can use hopsy planks for... Nope. No, you can't. Although it would help if I did that. So there's 2. We're also going to need glass. Do I have any glass? I don't think I have any glass. Nope. 1 piece of glass. So, I'll be right back. I'm going to get some of the necessary materials, and then we'll get rolling. Okay, guys. We got our crafting materials ready here now. I just finished off these pistons. Now, to make redstone engines, all you have to do is put your pistons in here. Gears on either side. You take some glass, and then it's just wood on the top. So we'll do something like that, and we should be able to get 4 from that. right there. And now we need to make a pump, which if we go like so, I can show you the recipe for a pump. It's just a tank with a mining well. To make a mining well, you need a lot of iron. So, I think I actually have everything on my person here. So first we need to make a pick. Iron pick. Now we're gonna need more sticks. So we need 1 iron gear, and to make an iron gear you just take a wood gear, you put some stone around it to make a stone gear, like that. Then to make an iron gear you make iron around the stone. Simple enough. There we are. And now we'll put that in there, redstone on top, and iron down the sides. And now to make the tank, all you need is just a chest made of glass, basically. So we will take this like so. Now we have a tank. Put the tank in there, take your mining well, put that in there, now you got a pump. Works brilliantly. Now we have both of those. Now what we're going to need is our ender tanks. So we have some blaze powder here, or blaze rods here. Gonna need 8 of those. Here, let me show you the recipe for an ender tank. Ender tanks are made like so. We're gonna need 2 cauldrons, 8 blaze rods, 2 wool, and 4 obsidian, and 2 ender pearls we're gonna have to make with the medium stone. So we'll start with the ender pearls. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 in there because I'm only gonna need 1 since I have 1 extra somewhere in one of these chests. So there's the ender pearl. Take my medium stone back. Make sure we don't throw that ender pearl. There's the second one. Put that away. Now we'll make the cauldrons like so. All of you should know how to make cauldrons, vanilla recipe. And I think we have some string in here for some wool, which just gets made like, whoop, not like that, like this, to wool, which we'll be changing. I need these, right, like so. Oh, we forgot the obsidian. Silly me. There we are. So, now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll explain how all of this gets made, or isn't made, how it's used in a little bit. So now we need the ender pearls. I believe they go down there, right? Yep, and then the cauldrons here, and the wool on top. Ender tanks. Awesome. Now, we're gonna be getting our lava from the nether. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some building blocks. Nothing special, just so gas don't blow me up. I'm gonna put away some of these resources so we don't lose them. We're gonna need these guys. We'll bring these over here. Now, something I ought to do before we start this is make some waterproof pipes. So, you can make regular pipes, and they work well, but not for liquid. Regular pipes only work for items. So, we're just going to do stuff like this. We'll make that many. Yeah. That should be fine. And then, we can just make waterproof pipe like this. But I'm not going to be doing that. Not yet. We'll make them as we go, so I'm not wasting any resources. Trying to think if there's anything else I'm gonna need. I think that's about it. I'm gonna put away some more stuff so we don't lose it. I know my chests are unorganized, but that's okay. It'll get fixed in the future. I'm gonna finish cleaning up my inventory and I'll be right back. Okay guys, here we are in the nether. We are going to make use of these blocks here now. What we're going to do is we're going to kind of build out into the center of this. And we're going to get rid of this because we don't really need it in the way. What kind of wood is that? Hell bark. Interesting. We'll look at that later. But we're going to build out kind of into the middle of this so we can get a nice big area for the pump to work on. So to do that, I'm going to, not put something down there. I'm going to put it like, actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's put it up a little bit like this, so that it, yeah, that's better. So we'll make a 2 wide pathway. So what we'll do is kind of come out this way and then angle out that way. Just like this. So I will be back. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Jeez. Dang bats. I hate these fire bats. So annoying. But I will be back when I get this path built. See you guys in a minute. Okay, guys. So I finished the pathway here, but there's so many gas and this place is so open that we need to make another a little railing on the side. So that's what I'm also gonna do. And I've been attacked by so many bats. I might put those in. There's been a couple that almost put me off the edge, but yeah, it's been crazy. I don't want to get blown off the edge, lose all my stuff in the lava, so this is what we're gonna do. And then we will make a platform out in the at the end for the pump to work with. So I will be back when that is done as well. Okay, guys, now that we have a path and a little platform like this, all we need to do is make a little building for the pump to sit in safely from no gas explosions and stuff while we're in there doing work. So I'm just going to make a little doorway here, and I will be back yet again. Okay, guys, now that we've got all that settled, we have our nice little pump house here. We can actually start doing some of the pumping. So what we're gonna do is make a hole right about, we'll give it some room. We'll put it right here. And what we need is the actual pump. So what we're gonna do is put another cobble block right there, and then take the pump and place it like so. Now what the pump is going to do is going to go straight down underneath here and into the lava. I don't know if you can see it from up here. Probably not. Nope. But what'll happen is there's a little pump really that comes straight down out of the block here and goes into the lava. And it'll start filling itself up with the lava as well. So, in order to make it actually work, it needs redstone engines. And redstone engines work like this. You place them down around each side so that they'll face the pump. Yeah. And then you can just take some levers. Actually, we only needed 2, but this will work just the same. We'll put one here and one here. Now what'll happen is that redstone engines supply power to the pump. When the pump gets power, it pumps lava, and it needs something to pump into. So redstone engines aren't very powerful. They only work on pumps, and you need 4 of them for it actually to work, well at all. Pumps don't only require redstone engines. You can put anything on a pump. You can give it some serious power and it'll pump out all kinds of stuff really fast. But for what we need, just for now, this will work just fine. You just flip these because the redstone engines need a redstone signal. Well, actually all engines need a redstone signal for the most part. There are some exceptions. But so these will start pumping. And now we need something for the liquid to go into, or the lava to go into. So what we'll do is make, 5 of those for now. I know we're going to need them later, so we'll just do this. It'll pump straight out the top. You can see the lava right there already. And we don't want the lava to go into the pump, or the redstone engines at all, so we'll just leave them like that. And now what we'll do is we'll put down this this tank. You know what, let's just move it over one, just because we don't want it to interfere with anything. Don't want it to get a redstone signal or anything either. So we'll just do that and put it straight in. And now it'll get all loaded up with lava here. I'm gonna break that for a moment. Wow, that was crazy. So what I need to do, because let me explain how ender tanks work. Ender tanks are kind of like an ender chest, but for liquids. It'll store 16 buckets of liquid, so not a whole lot, but you can send them over a distance. So if you have a color-coded ender tank, like up here it says white, white, white. If I had an ender tank that was white, 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 somewhere else, on the receiving end, meaning this dial is flipped upside down like that onto the orange side, we want it to stay to the input right now, the blue side, it would share between those tanks, and you can access it somewhere else, even cross-dimensionally. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be taking this lava that we're pumping out of here, and we're going to use it back at our base in the other dimension, in the overworld. So, because we're on a server, and I don't want to mix up our colors with anybody else, I'm going to make this tank green, 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 because my color is green. So nobody else should have this tank. It should be... What? Where'd it go to? Let's see if Jedi has a green, green, green tank. Well, actually, there's going to be lava in the white, white, white tank. You're right. So somebody is going to have lava in a white, white, white tank if they ever use a white, white, white tank. So we lost that little bit of lava, but that's okay. So what we'll do is we'll just pop that down, just like that. And now it'll be receiving lava, just like that. You can see it filling up. And if we wanted to, we could change this so that it would be orange and it would pump on its own lava this way, but we don't want that. What we want is it to take all the lava it can. So that's pretty much it for this area. That's all we really need right now, is just this setup. So now I'll just head back to the overworld and we will work over there. Okay guys, so now we're back in the overworld, back at my house. All we need to do now is set this room up to receive lava and pump out into engines. So in order to start this, we're actually going to need to get the engines set up. So combustion engines are different from redstone engines in that they need fuel, and they also need to be cooled down, otherwise they could explode. So in order for them to not explode, there we go, all we need to do is cool it with some water. And the best way to do that is to get an aqueous accumulator. Oops, I accidentally have my caps lock on there. And to do that, we're going to need these materials, a machine frame, which I don't think I've shown you guys before, but it's this type of figuration. It's not too hard, not too expensive really. And then just some glass, a bucket, a pneumatic servo, which is some glass, redstone, and iron. And then just some tin. Very easy, simple to make, doesn't require any power. You can put it inside of a like a source block area, just water on either side of it, and it will pump water forever. It will never run out. It's really cool. A little bit OP maybe? I don't know. It's good. It's a good item. I'd like to see it kept around. So we'll do that. We'll be able to supply our combustion engines with water. And now to make a combustion engine, oops, combust, learn to spell. Alright, it's all iron. It's the same as the redstone engine, but as iron. So what I think we'll start out with is just, we'll do 3 of those. I might expand onto it later. So I'm going to do 6 sets of gears, like that. Perfect. So that I'll be able to do... What? Okay. Gonna need more sticks. We'll do that. That'll be plenty. More sticks. Good to go. Alright, we have 2. We need 4 more. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I must be miscounting or something. But anyway, those are all the gears we need. Now we just need to mix the cobble in with them. And there's my Skype going off again. But that's okay. It's just some of the members of the CGC talking. So now we have that. Now we need to make the pistons. And we're going to need 3 of those. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Cobblestone. What in the world? Sounded like somebody was opening and closing my chest. Must have been delay. But, oh shoot, we messed that up, didn't we? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I actually think these get switched, but I always do that to myself. And forgot the wood again. And I did learn that hopseed woods do indeed work because it's vanilla. Should have known that to begin with. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll just do this. There, 3 pistons. Easy enough. Definitely sounds like somebody's opening and closing chests. But now, so we have that, and we have our iron gears. So now we should be able to just place glass and iron on top, which we need some more of. Easily fixed. Pistons like so. There we are. Combustion engines. Sweet. Now, what we need to do is we need to set up a configuration in which we can use these engines. So what I was thinking is that I was going to have engines on either side, and then we're just going to have some pipes, some conductive pipes going down this way. Eventually I'll change those, but we don't have access to thermal expansion stuff. If you guys don't know what a thermal expansion is, I will explain it to you another time when we get it going. So for that, we're going to need more of these pipes, but we're not going to be using liquid pipes. We're going to be using the redstone pipes. So we're going to do, we'll do 8. Yeah, we'll do 8. Just like that. Just for now, because we only have 3 engines. And we'll be making more a little later. But you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what I end up doing is have these going through the walls and behind the walls, etc. And you know what? I think I'm going to do it like this. Because we're going to have engines over here, so we'll leave a space. And there'll be 2 away from the wall, so right here. There we go. So we'll have engines on either side of this working. In the future, we'll have better pipes than this. I don't really recommend these pipes. They're not the greatest, but they'll have to do for now. So what I'm going to do now is take where this lava would normally output. We're going to place more liquid pipes. And you can see the white had some lava in it. What we're going to do is like this. Just like that. Perfect. And, oh, right, we're going to need chunk loaders as well. I forgot about that. But now that we have these waterproof pipes, these will not connect to each other, which is a good thing. We don't want that. So what I'm going to do is put these underneath, just like this, like so. And what would end up happening is we would put these combustion engines on top, just like this, but they would be facing, oops, don't want it there. They would be facing towards this way. We'd need a wrench for that, which we'll get to. And you can see the internal tank inside the combustion engine will, oops, will go off like that. Why are you not gone? Go away. Will fill up like that. So, engines always like to face engines, just so you guys know. We'll rotate all these when we need to. Now we're going to need a system to bring the water to each of these so that we can get that going. So I'm going to be making a few more of these and a few more waterproof pipes. That'll be fine. So, underneath they'll be filling up with lava, all of these, and then these will be facing the right way, putting energy into these conductive pipes, which we can run to different machines, which I'll probably just keep in this room for now. But until then, we need to get this going. So, I need to think of a spot to put this this aqueous accumulator, because we also need to feed them water from either side, and I'm going to bring that piping down this way, just like this. So what we can do is this. We'd have another engine here, hopefully in the future, and then just like that, what we can do is run because I'm going to want an aqueous accumulator here. We'll put water here and water here, right? Will that work? Or we could put water here. That could work. Let's do that. Remember, this floor and stuff is all very temporary. We're not going to be keeping it like this. So let's go get some water from the lake outside. Woohoo! 1, 2, that'll be plenty. And eventually we'll have this room filled with engines, and they'll be pumping oil, and we'll be getting much more power. It'll be much better than the situation we have now, but the water will end up going in here just like that. But we need to make this aqueous accumulator real quick. So we're gonna need a little bit of tin, silver tin. Now, if we make 2 glass just like that, 2 iron just like that, and I believe it's redstone. I always do that wrong. Just like that, we get the pneumatic servo, and we also need, if I can remember right, we need a machine frame, so we put 1 gold in there, 4 iron on the sides like that, some more glass, get the machine frame, and that goes like that, and there's a pneumatic servo. And if I remember correctly, we need a water bucket, or just an empty bucket rather. Empty bucket, there we are. And 2 tin down here, along with, let's see, I can't quite remember what goes on the side. We need this to be an aqueous accumulator. Oh, it's just a couple glass. Just like that. Alright, aqueous accumulator, great. Now, let's eat. Getting a little hungry. I've just kind of been munching on carrots for now. Need to get more pigs. But what we'll do is we'll place the water here, right there. That will be a regular source block, and then we'll just put the aqueous accumulator down like that. And then on here, we'll put in the other water bucket, and it should be able to fill up with water here. Yep, just like that. You can see it filling up really, really fast. Now, since it's outputting to the top, all we need are some more waterproof pipes, like that. Perfect. Now this will pump out all sorts of water. It'll fill up really quickly, and it'll be able to, oops, and it will fill up these combustion engines. Perfect. Awesome. Now I'm gonna get an Omni wrench, which, ooh, cyan wool. Not sure if I have the ability to make anything like that, but what we can do, since I might have, do I have any flowers? Yes, I do. What we can do with flowers is make dye, and then with that we can change our dyes into different colors. Rose, cactus, purple, cyan. That's what we're looking for. Now we can take the string from in here. Be resourceful, guys. Know what you have. Wool. Cyan wool. Now we'll grab a couple diamonds. The Omni wrench is great because you can use it to rotate and pick up just about anything in the game. So nice. And I believe it was a piece of gold, actually, with the cyan wool. Prototype Omni wrench. Perfect. I love this tool. It's so useful. See, we can just do this. Rotate. Why will we... Oh, right. I made a silly mistake, you guys. In order to do this, we also need to use wooden conductive pipes. See how often I use these? I love to use the thermal expansion stuff much more. I wonder if this will work out. Do they work? They do work. Cool. We'll make... We'll make 4 of those for now. As you can see, doing all this power stuff gets your inventory really clogged really fast. So, we'll do this. Now they should turn to face them. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Much better. And now we can do the golden pipe. The difference between the golden pipe and these, you need a wooden pipe to connect to engines. Engines don't like to connect to any just regular pipe. You need to use wood pipes or emerald pipes. But emerald pipes, you need a, it's used as more of a filter. So these will be just fine. These are introduction pipes. That's all we need. So, much better. So then power will travel down this line. Just like that. And we can take these and they'll eventually probably just pipe it straight up into the ceiling. And then through the ground so that I can use it elsewhere. But for what we'll end up doing, just for today and for the time being, we're just going to have our machines kind of on this line here. So we won't have to do much anything else with them. We might do something kind of like this. So that way we can have a row of machines here, all with Buildcraft energy. Be very useful. But for now, we have our water filled up inside the combustion engines. This one has a little bit of lava in it. Now, in order to make this actually work, we're going to need to get a chunk loader. And to make a chunk loader, let me show you. This is what you need. You need a bunch of gold around your enchantment table and an ender pearl. And we're going to need 2 of those. So what we're going to need for the enchantment table are diamonds and obsidian and a book. We're going to need a couple books. Nope, not that book. These books. We'll just put those in there for now. So, we got a book. Our enchantment table. Like that. Just like this. There's the enchantment table, and now we take the gold around it just like that. And we put on top of that an ender pearl, which I do not have on me at the moment, so I need to do something like this. I've got a little bit of inventory management issues. Put those away for now. And these and those. That'll be good enough. Alright, so we need ender pearls, right? Just make 2 like this. 4. There we go. So, I should make a second enchantment table. 2 diamonds on either side. And a book. 2 enchantment tables. 2 sets of gold. And 2 ender pearls. Awesome. So now I have this chunk loader. I can just put this down. I don't really need 2 crafting tables, so what I'm going to do is take out this one. And we'll put down our chunk loader. Now a chunk loader is really useful because if you're in a different dimension or too far away from an area in your current dimension, the area doesn't get loaded, so crops won't grow, machines won't work, etc. And for pumping liquids, this is what you need almost all the time. So, in order to make this work, we're going to show the lasers here, and now it'll show us the area in which it's loading constantly. And see, this is just around my tree right now, which is perfect. That's all we really need. But I'm going to bump it up just a little more because maybe not that much. We'll look at it now because I want to make sure that it gets into that tank room, which is just down here. I'm going to bump it up 1 more just to be sure. And now that should be plenty big. It'll cover all my tree and future expansions. There we go. It covers that whole hill. So that'll work just fine. Good chunk loader right there. So that means that this area all around my base will always be loaded. Now we can hide those lasers. And now what we're going to do is we'll end up going to the nether. Oop, little bit of lag here. A Jedi must be at his farm, spawning lots of mobs. So what we'll do is go back to the nether. Alright. We'll walk down our pathway. And now I get a little bit of lag here. Oof. I don't know why that is, but just around that corner and right before I walk in here, I get quite a bit of lag. And I think it's mostly because of the lava. But all we need now is to place this chunk loader, and that's all we really need for this. But what the pump is doing is taking it from 64 blocks that way and 64 blocks that way. These bats are so annoying. So it's just a big circle that it's going to be pumping. So we're going to have to bring this up. I'm going to bring it up to 6 so that it can pump just everything. And I'll show you how big that actually is. It's really huge, and it'll pump all of that lava. It will. Maybe not quite to the border there, but it will pump out all this lava. So that's all we need for that. And now you can see this is working. The pump, you can see the liquid lava is not in the tank anymore, which means that it is being pumped out of the tank in the other dimension, meaning that our chunk loaders are working. So we're just gonna run straight back there. Ooh, 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 more lag. See, I told you guys, this nether over here is really brutal for some reason. But it's only when I'm walking down the path, apparently. Because everywhere else, pretty much fine. I bet Jedi's also working on his farm, so it can be a bit laggy. So we'll just teleport back to my house. Here we are. And now this ought to be working. There should be lava in each of these tanks. Look at that. Lava, lava. This one doesn't have any because these are being prioritized, but oh, and it also doesn't have a thing for it. That would explain. Just like that. And put you back down. You're gonna face the other engine. Nope, nope, perfectly fine. So that'll fill up. Notice that it cuts a little bit here. Normally, the water will be pretty full, but while this is filling up, it's going to cut water to the other one. So be careful, you guys. If that, for whatever reason, gets constantly filled too long, then it could lead these ones to overheat and explode, which you don't want. It's bad news. So, now we have the lava tanks full, the water tanks full. All we would need are some levers, which I don't think I can place on top here, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of finagling. Just like that. And you can put the levers just like this. Do I have any more sticks? Not on me. We'll get some sticks. Oof. Bunch of lag. Jedi's definitely at his farm. Do I have any more sticks? These will work. So we'll place that lever. And then we just need one more. And then what'll happen is these engines will go haywire. They will pump out all kinds of energy into these pipes and would probably cause it to explode. But we'll just do one real quick here, and you can see it powers. And if we look, there should be like a little blue line, or there would be a little blue line if it was conducting any electricity here. Minecraft joules is the term for buildcraft energy. If there was connected to any machines, we'd see that. But since we don't want these pipes to explode, these golden pipes have like a threshold of how much energy can be pumped into them at once. So it can seriously cause some issues if too much gets built up and then blows your pipes, and then your machines don't work, and then your engines explode because they're not powering anything. It's just bad news. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I just need to put machines in here, and then we'll be good to go. I will see you next time. I hope you join me to see the extra builds that I'm going to be doing, and yeah, it should be really fun. I'm really excited. I have a really great mob farm idea. This power will help me get that finished, and then we can get into some oil and some more Greg tech. Greg tech is going to be a lot of fun, actually, I think. So, I will see you guys next time. Stay classy, YouTube.